I'm going to tell you my thoughts on Brony Tale. But before I do, I'm going to give a shout out to one of my higher tier patrons on Patreon. And that's a shout out to Kathleen, also known as KadetRedShirt on Facebook or on DeviantArt. And I'll link both of those in the description. She does art and stuff of ponies and junk, so it's kind of related because this is about bronies. A lot of you may be thinking, oh great, another Brony documentary, but this one has actually been in planning since before January 2012, which was like the first big BronyCon that only lasted one day. The first big BronyCon I went to was the one in summer of 2012, but January 2012 is the one this one sort of kind of focuses on. It more focuses on Ashley Ball and her experience with bronies. So this documentary's been in the making for probably the longest out of all of the documentaries, since it talks about Ashley Ball's encounters with bronies back in 2011. And there are quite a lot of interviews in this, some with Amando Pony, some with Silvahound. There's also a couple with people I know personally, with Jax and Saber, though again, these interviews were recorded back in 2012. So the opinions of these people may have changed over the past couple of years. I know for a fact Jax isn't quite as excited about the show as he once was, and that Saber may have said something a little bit different, though it's pretty much the same as what we're talking about in part 2 of the Brony Chronicles, which will be out sometime in fall, I promise. Also, Saber has lost weight since then. The funny thing about his interview is that he tweeted out saying that I didn't appreciate the tuba music in the documentary, and when I watched it, I thought he was joking, but they actually played some tuba music with him. I thought that was hilarious. There's also an interview with Dr. Psychology, and I don't really agree with everything he says, but they show a few interesting infographics while they're talking. I feel kind of weird critiquing a documentary on a subject that I'm doing a documentary on, but there are a few things that I will say about it, and that's the fact that this documentary is very indie. It feels like a very indie documentary movie, and I guess that's because it's made from people who are from Vancouver. And also that there's a lot of outdated information, I guess. Well, not really outdated information, but just outdated opinions, since a lot of this was recorded back in January of 2012. And I kind of wish that Brent Hodge filmed some more of the summer BronyCon, or even last BronyCon, since the January BronyCon of 2012 was when the fandom was starting to just explode. And plus, that was only a one-day convention, from what I remember. I wasn't there, but Hirasashi was there. But again, this is a documentary sort of from Ashley Ball's perspective. And since a lot of this footage was recorded way back then, I can't really fault it for that. Overall, it's a pretty good watch, and it goes throughout a variety of people who are in the Brony community. You can get it on bronythemovie.com, and it's on like every single platform available. It's on iTunes, Amazon, Comcast, some weird other things. But you can get it on pretty much anything, so go to the website and you can download it and watch it yourself. If you saw it, what did you think? And I will have Brony Chronicles Part 2 done by, we're hoping mid-August, but I'm going to guess it might be September. So look out for that then, and I'll see you next time. Hey, if you enjoyed this video, give it a like and share it. And be sure to subscribe for videos I upload every week. And if you're feeling really generous, check out my Patreon page. And as always, thank you for watching.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Well, by now we're getting a bit used to winter. We're like soldiers in the middle of a campaign, growing hardened to discomfort and better able to take it.